Alright, welcome back to Super Robot Wars 30 with me, Cosmic11. And we did some bookkeeping. I have all the DLC for this game, so I had a lot of resources to allocate, which took me a while. So let's go over those, shall we? First, let's talk about the upgrades that we have performed, starting at the top with our mobile suit and stuff upgrades, our robot, and ship upgrades for combat purposes. So there are thresholds. You can see how it's broken into 3 chunks of 5. When you get 5s in everything except weapons, you get a bonus, so I have done so. I've also gotten the weapons up to 5 on V-Dash Gundam. And I've started progress as well on the next stage for the Huckabane 30. And I have not done anything to the Dreisträger yet. I want my mechs up first. They're my primary combat units. The ship is useful, but the ship is already powerful enough right now. Skill programs. So I have added some skills to each of these people. So Mitsuba, who is the pilot of the ship technically, I've given hit and run. Which, yeah, it allows them to move after shooting, which gives the ship a lot more flexibility. I've also given that to Goose and to Uso. I've also given Goose and Uso support attack 4, because I have support attack level 2, plus 2. I cannot upgrade it anymore. And I've also given both of them Instinct EX, which is useful. And I've given them Fighter Spirit EX, which is also useful. So, we'll see how these shake out. I have skill points I can still spend, but I don't have anything else I really want to spend them on yet. Then we got our AOS upgrades. And you'll notice I've put all of my points into AOS research. That is because AOS research gives you bonus MXP at the end of each mission, which allows you to get upgrades for everything else faster. So this right here is what you want to do first. And then each of these, because these give you resources, more resources at the end of battles first. So these can wait, these first. At least that's how I see it. Anything that gives you resources per battle you want to get early. This is just my philosophy in RPGs in general. Anything that gives you more resources, you get first, because it gives you maximum benefit the earlier you get it. Then we have our formation, which is how we got power parts. Or rather, this is how we equip power parts. I have given Uso the topological sight, the dynamo meter, and the sniper kit as. Uso is going to be primarily a ranged combatant with his current weapons load, which means I want him to have higher crit rate and better range. Topological sight also gives him weapon and mobility adaptability and all-terrain types of A, which is really good. The Dreisträger, I have given the Prana Converter. It just gives you more resources once you hit a certain morale level. And the Huckabane 30, I have given Spirit of Power, which gives me bonuses to both melee and ranged. The MXP Converter, which gives me bonus MXP for moving. And the Mega Booster, which allows me to move further. So that's kind of what my strategy is right now. Those can be changed at any point, and supporters I only have 2, so there's no point in worrying about that right now. Mission! Hold on. I have this, so I might as well do it. Credit gain meter. Don't worry, I'm not worried about that right now. So, we have Awaken Hero and League Militaire. And I think we're just going to go with the recommended here and go League Militaire. It's going to give us more Gundams. Well, more Gundam-alikes, as they call them. And so we shall go there. So anyway, sounds like we're going to the Elia sector. Wonder what's going to happen to us. Hey, whatever happens, happens. The mechanic's job is always simple. Fix what's broken. Gotta say though, Hangar 1 slots are huge. You read the manual, right? The Dreistrager's an all-purpose combat mothership. It's not just built to deploy mobile suits. This sucker can launch full-scale heavy SRs, super robots. Of course. The only thing we've got aboard right now is the Huckabane and League Militaire's Gundam. So that being the case, why are we swabbing this deck if it's totally empty? Oh, we'll be filling it real soon. How soon? Soon! Captain's putting out feelers to a bunch of different organizations. I don't think we're going to the Elia sector just to drop off Uso, though. You haven't had an easy time, huh? All I've done from Casarelia until today is try to do my best. What Zanskar is doing is just wrong. Yeah, there's something wrong about those twerps. Or there's something wrong with those twerps, alright. Hauling out their guillotines like they're going out of style. Yeah, who do they think they are? The fucking French Revolution. I was supposed to get up to space and meet up with a League Militaire warship. But in the confusion of battle, I ended up separated from my group. I don't think anyone here's gonna complain. It kinda saved our bacon. We wouldn't even be here to talk about it if you weren't with the League Militaire. I'm hardly finished with the League either. I might just see my parents again if I stay with the League Militaire. But Shakti. Right, the girl you know. Sorry to hear the war caught up to her. I feel like she would have stayed back in Casarelia and waited for her mother, but it's a little late now. Where is she now? On Earth, last I heard. You've got your work cut out for you. My work? It's your job to keep her safe until she sees her mom again. Do what you can as fast as you can, and then go back to Earth. You're right. Uso pepped up! Uso pepped up! Thanks to Goose. And don't you forget it. You're a better pilot. But I've been around the block a few times. You ever need an ear, I've got you covered. Now, if you had some engineering skills between those ears, we'd really be talking. Sadly, I think that's where I come up short. I know a little, at least. Really? That's amazing for someone who's only 13. I used to read a lot of technical stuff when I was little. And in the League Militaire, everyone does a little bit of everything. Yeah, it scans for a guerrilla organization. That'd be a big help if you could help me out. There's no manual for your Gundam, so figuring out what bits go where is kind of a jigsaw puzzle. Of course, I mean, I already owe you a lot. I can help, clean up. I've got elbow grease. Hey, don't sweat it, okay? The hero who saved the Dreistrager doesn't need to work themselves to death. Not sure how suited I am to be a hero, but it feels right seeing you here like this. Huh? Yeah, mind you, this face here is less heroic and more vagrant. What, if you don't think the carefree, unburdened sense of freedom aired... Don't you think... You don't think the... Okay, I'm gonna try this again from the top. What? You don't think the carefree, unburdened sense of freedom air adds to the heroic feel? Nope, not at all. Tough crowd. That aside, though, we are grateful. Seriously. I think we all appreciate you offering to help out, too. Just leave the mechanic's job to the mechanics, okay? You're a pilot, so take this chance to rest up. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Feels like I ought to do something to earn my keep. Getting enough rest is part of a pilot's job, too, man. You bet. Don't worry about us. Well, I guess I'll accept that. Of course, in return, you got it. When things get started, I'll give it my all. I can't believe this ship's crew. I know they've been to the academy, but you can really run a whole warship just from what you learned in a book? Still though, I know a lot of it's automated, but can we really run this ship on our own? Well, we are short on staff. Operation department crew like us are having to do shifts in the mess hall. It's working out for now because we don't have that many people, but... What do you mean for now? I heard the captain's been saying she's going to recruit a lot of people and make this the strongest corps in the EFF. Sounds like the captain, alright. Nothing but positive vibes. Yeah, but no, I get it. It does sound really exciting. Thinking of having all these decorated veterans from all over the world here in this mess hall. Fighting together with them to save the world? Yeah, with us as part of the staff. It'll be great. Let's do what we can together, alright? Briefing room. Everyone, report. All sections have been staffed and the crew are proceeding with their assignments. Mind you, the mechanics are pretty much just killing time. What with only 2 machines to work on. I was able to go over the Huckabane with a fine-tooth comb, though. That machine's categorized as a personal trooper, correct? Honestly, this is the first time I've heard of anything like it. It's like a different category from a mobile suit, so the tech behind it is also largely different. It's just the kind of machine you load onto the cutting-edge, all-purpose combat mothership. We're really getting a lot of mileage out of that. Certainly enough to keep my interest for a while. Mavie, what's the status of the tech team? Fine, I guess. We've got an estimated completion date for the skill program development and AOS upgrades. Very impressive. Carry on your research and feel free to use anything we have aboard the ship. That's your responsibility, Mavie. It's up to you to keep the tech team in line. That must be rough, XO. Getting chucked in with us, going from school teacher to frontline soldier. Honestly, I still think Reynolds would be better suited to the role of captain for the Dreisträger. Hey now, Commodore Fikes has nothing but the highest respect for your leadership and potential, Captain Mitsuba. Conversely, I can say without shame that I am far from captain material. True, true. Reynolds is good at keeping track of the finer details, but he doesn't really have the presence to be a leader. Gee, Quan! Sorry, guess that's criticizing a superior officer, isn't it? Captain, what's your opinion? We're all still half-baked soldiers. If we worry too much about protocol, we'll never see the end of it. So for now, I think we'll allow a more frank attitude among the staff. Only for the time being, however. See, that kind of mental composure is what makes you a good fit for the role of captain. Captain, what about Goose Howard? Getting comfortable enough with the crew from what I heard. Yeah, the mechanics are saying he seems decent. He's terribly cagey about his past, though. Nope, I skipped a line. Well, the fact is, lots of people nowadays have pasts they'd rather not have strangers dig up. You're not wrong, but... Alright, Reynolds. As executive officer, I'm leaving the supervision of Goose to you. To me? I prefer to have someone with a healthy dose of skepticism making the tough calls. Understood. You have my word that I'll be completely impartial. This is the bridge! We have a situation! What is it, Leon? Ma'am, we've confirmed the presence of units deployed in the Elia sector. We believe them to be Zanscare units. What? Back to the bridge, XO. It's extremely likely Zanscare is looking for the League militaire group Uso is with. The Dreisträger will head to the Elia sector at maximum speed. Ligue militaire. Captain Gomez, Zanscare's coming. Damn it all. We can't avoid them while we're still searching for the kid. It's the enemy, Captain Gomez. Engage them immediately. Yes, I know. We're already doing that. Calm down a bit. Aboard the battleship Reinforce. Hey, Shakti. It's getting really busy out there. There must be a fight happening. Susie, get into your end suit. We'd better be ready for anything. Yeah, okay. After all, we had to sneak aboard the ship to get into space. The ship's crew doesn't even know we're here. That's why we'll have to take care of ourselves. Ah! You brought a baby aboard? You're a good boy, Carl, so do what I tell you, okay? You're incredible, Shock T. How so? Well, I mean, you must be so courageous to sneak onto a battleship like this. It's not courage, it's just... I don't know, it feels like someone in space is calling out to me, and I couldn't just sit around and ignore that call. Huh. Doesn't make sense to me, but I hope you meet whoever is calling you. Oh, and I hope you can find Uso, otherwise we're going to be stuck like this forever. The ship is supposed to meet up with Uso's group. They went into space ahead, or so I heard. Marbit's here, but Uso's not. So where is he? What's going on? Damn it, they beat us to the punch. Captain Gomez, they hit us in the crew quarters, block 4. We should be safe, though. It didn't do much damage and no one was in that block. Good, deploy the Shrike team. Ah, yeah, I'm not doing that full scream. We're out in space! Stay calm, Susie. We'll be okay. Just keep hold of Carl's hand. I'm being called. Marbit, the Reinforced can't fight right now. Not right after getting put into space. I hate to say it, but you're going to have to buy us time to retreat. Roger. Take care of Odello and the Highland kids. Remember, we still got to find that boy Uso. Don't die on us yet. Got that, Shrike team? We need to cover the Reinforce's retreat. Come on, you slugs! Let's go make use of these new gun blasters. Here we go! Got it, Junko! We've survived this long. I refuse to die now. I refuse to die until I get the chance to snuggle Uso. God damn it. We'll back you two up. Coney, Junko, take the lead. Well, I guess we gotta make this a good show now. Still, though, I know you're all new to combat in space. I'll give you the rundown on the basics. If you want a tutorial on morale, select Let's Review Some Basics from the next prompt. Even if you skip the tutorials here, you can always review them, but blah 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 blah. I don't need help. Look, Marbit, I really don't think we have the time for a lecture. Sure, but we'll be fine, Marbit. We're the Shrike team, trained by Captain Oliver himself. Captain Oliver. Or do you think you're going to be the new captain now that Captain Oliver's gotten himself assigned to the rear? Oliver has nothing to do with this. Ooh, someone's got a chip on their shoulder. Marbit and Junko. Man, Oliver's trapped between a real rock and a hard place. All units fan out. We stop Zanscare here. Okay, defeat all enemies. Any allied units shot down. Have their own ranges, morale requirements, and other quirks. Try them out. The enemy won't be able to put up much of a fight. As is fitting of a tutorial battle. Okay, kitty cat, you need to... Ow, ow. Off my lap. Alright. So... we'll do some of this fight, and then we will end the episode. Stand by. I think I did that wrong. No, buddy, get off my lap. Whatever. Oh, we're gonna end phase. we go. Not a bad line. Not the your mind, the one before that. Wow, misogyny much? See, this guy's all about business. Yeah, get fucked. I mean, these are like not civilian mobile suits anymore. They're pretty militarized. See, this is more what I'd classify as a Gundam-alike. Right? Now you get it. Cat, please. I'm working on something. Alright. Zanscare's managed to blah blah blah. Unbelievable. Yeah, yeah. Believable or not, though, we've got to fight it. It's the only way for to a future not ruled by the guillotine. KO! There we go. Misogyny here. Like, you guys have women in your military. At least one that I know of. Alright, let's finish this guy off. Rule number 1 of turn-based tactical games, guns off the board. No. And end phase. Yeah, get wrecked. Well, one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter, as they say. Yo, here we go! Oh yeah. Might as well just finish off this last guy. Level up. Fantastic. Alright. Is that really all you've got, Zanscare? Stay sharp, there's another wave coming. How could anyone have trouble with such a tiny force? This must be their main group. That last bunch was just a scouting team, huh? This is bad, Junko. We're really in for it now. Don't get scared. You can't show them a moment's weakness. Stay strong, Koni. No, Junko, you need to cool it. We're massively outgunned. That's why we need to stay strong. This isn't about mental fortitude, damn it. Junko, Marbit, cut it out. Both of you. We've got something else on the scope. What in the world is that massive battleship? Wait, that Victory. Is that Uso? It's me, Marbit. It's Uso Ewan. Aw, yeah, Uso, I'm so glad you're safe. You had us really worried. Managed to make it up to space, Junko? Not just Junko, kid, the whole Shrike team's here. We came up right after you and Marbot. Oh, and don't worry about Odello and the Highland kids. They're safe aboard the Reinforce. Still, though, we need your help to keep Zanscare from catching them. Captain Mitsuba, I understand. The Dreistrager will also help if Zanscare won't listen to reason. Zanscare Command Unit, come in. This is Commander Mitsuba Grey Valley of the Earth Federation Forces and Captain of the Dreistrager. Break off combat immediately and withdraw your forces. Damnable Federation. For all their facade of meekness, they've gone and made a monster of a battleship. Captain, they've got a League Militaire unit with them. So the League Militaire and the EFF have joined forces. So be it. We'd assumed this day would come regardless. All units, commence the attack against both the EFF and the League Militaire. Zanscare seems to be moving to engage. Very well. Then we will meet them on the field. Goose, can you handle that? Sure, works for me. Besides, I made a promise. A promise? Let's just say I've got to make up for all the naps I've been taking. Don't know, don't care. Just get out there and intercept. Roger that. I only just got this job, so I'd hate to mess up already. I'm trusting my back to you, Goose. That's the spirit, little buddy. You can count on me. If that white Gundam imitator is the one I met on Earth, then this is my chance. Now I'll pay it back for every tedious shame it has heaped upon me. Dreistrager, commence the attack. Team up with the League Militaire units to dispatch the Zanscare forces. New objective updates. And that's going to be it for this episode. We'll continue this combat next time. So until then, peace.